All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO, how's everybody doing out there? Robert, aka that nasty man in Chicago, Kelly, I personally believe is a few months away from it being announced that he will spend the rest of his life from behind bars. It was on Friday that it was announced that r.kelly has been hit with new crimes. He's been arrested over the weekend, picked up actually Thursday night, spent the weekend in custody after being charged with federal sex crimes and racketeering in 2 separate incidents. Again, I want to be clear. This has nothing to do with the double-digit charges that r.kelly has already facing. This year alone, he's been arrested on 2 different occasions with multiple alleged victims. There's some overlap in a couple of these cases, meaning that one victim is involved in multiple crimes that r.kelly is accused of and been charged of, but there's a lot going on. So before I get into the details of these 2 incidents, I want to make myself clear what has transpired here. People around r.kelly are turning on him, and these sex tapes are hitting the forefront. I want to make it clear, r.kelly's troubles as of late have centered around the fact that Michael Avenatti, one of the attorneys that is with some of the alleged victims and representing the alleged victims, he's gotten a hold of these tapes where Avenatti is claiming that it's clear as day Robert Kelly is having sex with minors. All right, the way that he's got his hand on these tapes is through r.kelly, people that have been around r.kelly, former workers of r.kelly, some of these homies. They're finally turning the corner and ratting on their breadwinner for so long, Robert Kelly. In one of the incidents, prosecutors are saying that an alleged victim of r.kelly was paid $350,000 to return videotapes showing that Kelly had sex with her and another minor, and then he allegedly forced this victim to take a polygraph test to ensure that all the videos were returned. And another incident, which is just as damning, second incident out of Brooklyn. It's an indictment. Kelly is charged with racketeering, including acts of coercing and transporting minor girls to engage in sex, spanning 2 decades in New York, Connecticut, Illinois, and California. Prosecutors said he was at the center of an enterprise to recruit women, more importantly, underage girls. Prosecutors allege 5 other women and girls were flown around the country for sex and forced to obey rules, including calling r.kelly daddy, being forced to wear baggy clothes when not with the singer, and directed to not look at other men. Some of them were allegedly drugged and beaten and given a venereal disease by Robert Kelly. One woman said she felt forced to have sex after noticing a gun was in the room that Kelly had placed nearby her to almost intimidate her into having sex with this man. And I do want to make it clear that there are 2 women still living inside of one of Kelly's homes or whatever you call it. Here's the problem. r.kelly is running out of money. So these women at some point in the near future will have to move out. He's running out of money to pay for legal fees. I mean, the dude's fighting double-digit charges right now. He's still locked up. He has a court hearing in the morning. This dude is running out of money. He's running out of time. He's running out of everything. It looks like his past has finally caught up with him. But these 2 young ladies who many believe r.kelly first met when they were under the age of 18, they're over the age of 18 now. But these 2 young ladies have made it clear that they plan on going to court to defend r.kelly. They love him. They say they're not in any harm. They enjoy living with him. And they say they got a consensual relationship with r.kelly. They're both his girlfriends. Anywho, I'm hearing things are not great in r.kelly's mental state right now. The suicide watch thing has happened. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was one of the people when r.kelly got all those charges placed on him. I said, yo, I don't think that this is gonna stick. I think r.kelly's gonna fight it. I hear there's a lot of he say, she say, and y'all claim y'all got tapes, but these tapes are tough to find. I was one of the people who said, yo, r.kelly might get off again. I was telling people close to me, I think he's gonna get off. I don't feel that way anymore. I think he's done. After this latest indictment, I think R. Kelly is done. I think he'll spend the rest of his life behind bars. He might get a bond. He might get a bond, and if he can afford it, he might get out in the near future. But once this thing hits trial, I believe it will be clear as day that R. Kelly will be convicted of enough charges where he will spend the rest of his life behind bars. And again, that's where the suicide thing comes into play. Many people believe the way R. Kelly has treated people and that combination of celebrity in Chicago or Illinois or wherever he's at in that state of Illinois or whatever correctional facility, many people believe it's only a matter of time before one of the greatest singers of all time commits suicide. So, you know, he's on a definite suicide watch. I'll keep you guys up to date when more details come in. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, and support. I don't take it for granted. Just for clarity, R. Kelly is has been arrested, and he's facing more federal sex crimes and racketeering charges in 2 separate indictments filed in Chicago and Brooklyn. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.